7 ways Uber Eats can treat its drivers better. There are perks to driving for Uber Eats, chief among them the flexibility of being able to log into the app and start working whenever you want. But many Uber Eats drivers would be quick to point out that the low pay and other frustrations can take a significant toll. Having driven for Uber Eats for a number of months now, I've identified 7 improvements Uber Eats can make to improve the driving experience. Without further ado, here they are. 1. Pay drivers for driving to the restaurant. One of the most frustrating experiences driving for Uber is driving 15 to 20 minutes to a restaurant only to deliver it to a house that's 5 minutes away and earn just a couple dollars. When Uber drivers are driving to a restaurant, they're essentially working for Uber. Even if it's not illegal, it's certainly not moral for Uber to not pay drivers for this time. After all, they're burning gas and putting added wear on their cars. 2. Fix the navigation. Uber has its own in-app navigation, and that's a great idea. It's so much simpler for the driver to simply accept a delivery and then have the directions instantly appear within the app, rather than opening the directions up in a separate app like Google Maps. The problem is that half the time the directions are completely wrong and you end up wasting time for everyone involved. Get your maps together, Uber. 3. Boost better. Uber Eats offers incentives to couriers in the form of boosts. In the Uber driver app, a map is displayed with territories divided by red border lines. Within each territory, Uber promises to boost a courier's pay by a certain percentage, 1.2 times, 1.5 times, etc. The idea is that Uber incentivizes drivers to work in areas that are experiencing higher demand. But I can't tell you how many times I've been planted firmly in a high boost area only to have Uber constantly send me to an area with a lower boost or no boost at all. If they need to keep sending people to that area, there must be a lot of demand, which means it should probably have a higher boost, right? I don't know exactly what's going on, but it sure looks like Uber is trying to game the system and pay drivers less than they're owed. They should pay you for the boost in the area you're in, not the area they send you to. 4. Lower the wait time threshold to 10 minutes, like it used to be. When I first started driving for Uber Eats, they'd pay you $5 if you had to wait more than 10 minutes at a restaurant. Then they switched it to 15 minutes, which is ridiculous. Frankly, it should have been more like 5 minutes, but if Uber isn't willing to go that far, they should at least go back to 10 minutes, which is more reasonable. 5. Guarantee a minimum payment per trip. Uber should guarantee a minimum payout for each trip. I'd suggest $4. Driving for Uber isn't a pleasant job, and when you get paid just $2 or $3 for a trip, even if it's a short one, it's extremely frustrating. Uber can fix that by offering a minimum payout. 6. Make it easier for customers to tip. Uber has a reputation for purposefully making it difficult for people to tip drivers on the app, possibly an effort to make customers think tipping is unnecessary so that they perceive Uber Eats as a more affordable option compared to competitors like DoorDash or Postmates. There's some truth to this, as I've experienced it personally when ordering food from Uber Eats. Uber doesn't have to require tipping, but it should make it easy for customers to do so if they want. And frankly, Uber should encourage tipping, even if it's just gentle encouragement. Uber Eats drivers work hard, and they deserve a chance to be rewarded for it. 7. Don't be cheap, give drivers a hot bag. In addition to Uber Eats, I've driven for both Postmates and DoorDash. Both of the latter companies gave me a free hot bag upon signing up. The bag keeps food warm after you pick it up from the restaurant. Uber never sent me a bag, and that's cheap and stupid of them. It's bad for everyone. It's bad for the driver, especially if they haven't signed up for another service that gave them a free bag. It's bad for the customer who gets cold food. And it's bad for Uber when drivers either give customers cold food or show up with a bag with a big Postmates or DoorDash logo on it, making their customers aware of viable competitors. The bottom line? Stop being stingy, Uber. There's no doubt in my mind your cheapness is actually costing you money in the long run. So there you have it. There's 7 things that Uber could do tomorrow to improve the experience for drivers, which would in turn improve the customer experience and probably ultimately make Uber a lot more money. So why don't they just do it? Who the hell knows? But let's hope they do.